Hello warriors, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to share a really quick and simple way to do some juice shots if you happen to be home and don't have a lot of fresh produce to make a whole container of juice, or maybe you don't want to mess up your juicer just for a small amount of juice, but you're looking for that immunity boost that juicing can bring. So what I have today is going to be an orange one, orange theme, vitamin C. I have a blood orange, half a blood orange, have a regular orange, a whole lemon, a bunch of baby carrots. You can cut up a couple regular carrots if that's what you have, big piece of ginger, big piece of turmeric in here. But you can do whatever you have. If you just have lemons and ginger, you can do that. If you have a bunch of oranges, I would use them. Grapefruits, whatever you have. Anything that's in this color family. You could also do the same thing with greens, celery, a lime, and a bunch of spinach. You know, you may just throw together what you have. I like to keep things of a like color and flavor so that it's not all brown and not tasting good. But this is going to give you lots of nutrients. This is in particular, if you use the same things I'm using, it's going to give you a huge immunity boost. And these are going to be done in a shot form, so it's even more fun. I'm going to go grab my shot glass. Finding my favorite shot glass. Okay, this one's going to be perfect. So how we're going to do this, if you don't have a juicer, hopefully you have something like a NutriBullet, I have a Ninja. You're going to throw all your stuff in there. You could also use any kind of blender. That'll work too. So you're just going to throw your stuff in and blend it. I don't fully peel my ginger and my turmeric. I cut off a lot of like the excess stuff, wash it really good. But I do leave a little bit on the skin, with the skin on when I do it this way, because we're going to strain it. So it's not going to be there. And actually that point where the fruit meets the skin, there's a lot of nutrients there. So I don't super peel my lemons and oranges either. I leave a little bit of that pith on there. I've also got a little bit of water that I'm going to add to this too. So you put your fruits and your veggies in. I'm going to add a little bit of water, and then we're going to go blend this up. So like I said, you can use any kind of blending machine that you have. They're a lot easier to clean than a juicer, so that's why we're going this route, because we're only making a small amount, because perhaps we don't have a whole lot of fresh stuff on us. And that's pretty much that. Now it's the straining portion. So hopefully you have a nut bag, which is also fun to say. You can call your family nut bags if they've been bothering you during a quarantine. But this is also a nut bag. It's basically just kind of a meshy bag that is going to strain all of the pulp from this mixture, making it a juice rather than a smoothie. The difference between a smoothie and a juice: smoothies are great for you too, but they have all the dietary fiber and the pulp still in. Your body has to work a lot harder to extract the nutrients from that than it does from a juice. In a juice, that process is already started for you, taking less energy from your body to absorb the nutrients. So you can absorb the nutrients a lot more quickly this way. If you don't have this, perhaps you have a strainer, which will also work fairly well too. If you really want to get it super strained and very juice-like, in a pinch, you could also use a pair of stockings, because that'll have the same effect. That cheesecloth, if you have anything along those lines that is similar to this, that will really strain all the pulp out, you'll be good. So we're going to take our mixture and we're going to strain it through. And it's going to take all the dietary fiber out of here and leave us just with the juice. And then we're going to get to the fun part, which is making our shots. Now just be prepared. These are going to be hot fire. You put a lot of ginger in there, you put a lot of lemon in there like me. These are going to be very strong. And it might take a little while for all the liquid to come out. I'm trying to not waste as much as possible. we have quite a bit of nice juice there for our shots. You can store this for up to 72 hours. After that point, it's probably lost a lot of its nutrients, but you know, you can do these shots several times a day. You can share them with your family, whoever you're maybe self-quarantining with, to keep them healthy as well. All right, so that's that. Put that in the sink, I'll wash that later. And then you're gonna get, if you have one, you don't need one, you can use anything, but I have a cocktail mixer, so I'm gonna use that. There's a bunch of ice in there. I'm gonna pour my juice in. Also gonna do a little bit of black pepper, which is gonna help absorb the nutrients in the turmeric. So that's super important. You wanna do that. And then I'm also gonna put just a little bit of agave syrup in, because like I said, these are hot fire. Not that they don't taste good, but we'll just maybe give it like a little bit of sweetness, because the only sweetness you have in there is from that orange and the carrots, and that's not too sweet. So that's just an option if you want to go that route. And then we have the fun part of shaking that. Okay. And that's done. You pour yourself a shot. You can put tequila in here if you want to. Depends what kind of day you're having. But this is your orange immune boosting shot. You can do it as a shot and just kick the whole thing back if you want to. But technically with juice, you want to drink it on an empty stomach if possible, not have it with other foods. Maybe wait half an hour or so before you eat food. So first thing in the morning, these are great before you have your coffee and everything else. Also, ideally, you kind of want to roll it around in your mouth and savor it a little bit. Like I said, it is going to be strong, so no judgments if you kick it right back. It's actually really good. So I hope that everyone is well. I hope that these immune boosting shots help you out. If you are not interested in pulling out your juicer from 1970 to make it, you can do it with this little trick of using the NutriBullet and a strainer. Like I said, if you don't have the nut bag, a colander will also work, any other kind of mesh strainer that you might have. Obviously, the smaller your strainer, the less pulp will be there, but mine has almost no pulp at all. So if you're okay with having a little bit of pulp, that's fine. It's still going to have those great effects and benefits for you. So like I said, I hope everyone is well. Cheers to your health. I'll see you soon. Have a great day, warriors. Thank you, and stay safe.